What is going on, guys? So today we are out here with a new toy we picked up recently. What I have here is an SCX10 II Trail Honcho. I've been wanting to get my hands on a 10 scale for a while now. My history in the hobby started out with the bashing 10 scales, the rustlers, the Emaxes, you know the drill. But then I got into the 24 scale crawlers and never had owned a 10 scale one. So happy to say I finally picked one of these up. Got a lot of plans for it, hope to make a couple products for it, but today we're just going to give it a shakedown run in its stock format and have some fun wheeling it. So hope you enjoy. One of the great features of these things stock too is that they are fully waterproof, so we can do some creek crawling and just have some fun with it in its stock format. I'm sure a lot of you guys remember in the olden days before all these RTR models came waterproof, tearing apart all your servos and your ESCs and putting liquid electrical tape on them. But it is a blast to get out into the water, as long as we don't sink in the deep stuff. Lots of water flowing today, guys, so we're having some fun with this thing in the creek. So far, I'm really happy with its performance. Certainly gonna have to upgrade the wheels and tires just to get some more grip and a little more of a scale look. The stock tires and the stock compounds aren't always the best, but that's what you get with an RTR, and it's a blast upgrading and picking your options. So crawling down this beautiful creek here on this cold December day. Oh, very deep there. We're floating, we're on our side, but we are going to make it out. Definitely gonna have to tear this thing down and grease up those bearings after this run. Alrighty, guys, so really happy with how this thing is performing so far. The only thing I've noticed that I'd like to do besides the wheel and tire setup is I'd love to swap this stock servo out. We've all been down that road before and we're pretty used to the stock servos and the RTR kits being pretty weak. It's great when it's not bound up, but as soon as you run into something, it just doesn't really have the power to keep pushing those wheels and help maneuver the vehicle out of the way. Obviously love the fact that it's waterproof, and frankly I think it'd be a fun little project to take that servo out and turn it into a servo winch as well. See if we can't get up on this rock over here. This is a pretty tall one, so please excuse my my one-handed driving here too, but made it right up there. Guys, having a blast with this largest scale crawler. I have not really driven a 10 scale crawler before, so this has been an absolute riot doing this creek run. So to wrap up today's video, got this thing home, dried it all off, you know, oiled the bearings, the CVs, the metal parts that are moving, and just made sure that that was in good shape. I also tore apart the trans, just made sure no water got in there. I wasn't necessarily planning on just submerging this thing today, but once we started doing the creek runs, I just couldn't help myself. So had a blast taking it for a shakedown run today. It performed amazingly, super happy with how that went. So guys, thanks for coming by and checking out this video. We will be doing some upgrades to this model here real soon. Already got some Endura beadlocks that we're gonna toss on here with some surprise tires. I'm also working on a 3D printed project for this rig already. So I'll leave you guys to wonder as to what that might be, but I think a lot of you will be excited about it. If you guys are also into the SCX10s, let me know. I'm curious to see how many of you that play around with the SCX24s also are into the 10 scale crawlers. This is my first 10 scale, so I'm super excited to get into this platform and dive into it and see the ins and outs to it. Again, if you guys like today's content, I'd really appreciate it if you could drop a like on the video or subscribe to the channel. Helps me a ton and just keeps me going on that stuff. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you watching my videos and supporting what I do. So stay tuned for more SCX10 and SCX24 action.